friends, this is Kelly Calabrese, and today I'm here with Laurine Fuller Vargas at Run for the Ribbons. Laurine, thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so tell us what you do there.
So I grew up in the racing industry, and my dad was a jockey. My mom and my grandfather were both trainers and breeders and owners. I grew up in Massachusetts, and then my grandfather bought this farm down here when I was 7 years old. And after high school, I decided I wanted to move to Florida and continue the family legacy. And when I got down here, I actually realized, that aftercare was a real issue in thoroughbred racing. For me, growing up as a kid, my grandfather and my mom always kept their horses after racing. They sent them to the farm for retirement, which I kind of thought was the norm. And then obviously I grew up and I realized that aftercare is racing, and I wanted to do something about it because the thoroughbreds have given me everything in life. And I feel like it's the least I can do to give back to them. And so I started Run for the Ribbons as an aftercare program. And what we did to generate income so that we didn't have to rely on sponsors and donations is we started it as a 100 jumper series here at the farm. And that allowed us to have revenue every month. We currently have 7 horses in the program. And now we also do, since 2017, we've also been doing the Florida Thoroughbred Expo, which is similar to the Kentucky Thoroughbred Makeover. We give out $25,000 in prize money. We have 7 different disciplines offered at that event. And this year we have over 100 horses coming, which is exciting. It's our biggest year yet. And we're just thankful to be able to put on these events for the horses and for the owners that, take on the challenge of a thoroughbred. I personally think they are the most teachable and honest and intelligent breed. That might be biased, but I feel like they can truly do anything, if you give them the time and you just teach them. I think they can do everything. And then our aftercare program, we also do rescue horses. We like to focus on retraining and rehoming and, ones that can move on to a second career. But we do, because we have a 65-acre facility, we do have the ability to take in ones that we call our lifers, who maybe have had catastrophic injuries or, just are too old to really find another home where they would not be worried about constantly. And versus they have a home here forever. Some of them are adoptable, or I should say leasable, where somebody can lease them and ride them here. But those lifers in our program are protected, and if they do leave us for a lease, they can come back anytime, no questions asked. And then we also have in the past had to take in rescues. Most of them have been skinny or just, owners abandoned them. And then 2 years ago, we were called by the Hillsborough County regarding this one mare, Izzy, and she was only 3 years old. The videos and the pictures that they had sent us were really, disturbing, to say the least. But there was just something in her eye, and, she had a will to live. So we got her here about a month after. It took them a month to get all the paperwork done. And when she got here, she was in worse shape, than we had actually anticipated. And we had a great team of vets, a podiatrist, Dr. Brett Barrett. He was our podiatrist on the case. And then Dr. Rulon, he has a facility here in town that does the hyperbaric chamber, saltwater therapy, kind of everything that can help with healing, because she had cuts all over her body. She was completely emaciated. Her hips were out. She was a real mess. She had a severe infection in all of her feet. But 2 years later, she is a completely different horse. She's full of spunk. And we actually took her for her first farm outing, off the farm outing, I should say, to the CEP Marion County Horse-a-Ween, where she was dressed up as a zebra. And she was amazing. Like, just to think about all the stuff that this little mare has overcome at only 4 years old. And then, still just trusts people and loves us, and it makes it all worthwhile when you've got a case like that that challenges you both emotionally and physically every day. And it just, you know, reassures us all because we are a completely volunteer run program, and it just reassures us all that what we're doing is making a difference, and that it's a good cause, and we want to be able to help as many thoroughbreds as we can every year.
Wow.
And so one of our goals is to continue to increase prize money, eventually to have the 100,000 that Kentucky offers at their expo or makeover. We'd like to be able to offer the same, in hopes that we can continue to bring in more horses here every year, and, you know, continue that turnover rate of finding them homes, teaching them a new career. We really like to get a foundation on them and then move them on. We try not to have horses more than 6 months to 8 months here in our program. Besides the lifers, of course, they're here forever.
I mean, what you're doing is so impressive. I mean, really, what a difference that you're making there with all of the things that you're doing. It is so, so impressive. We found you because of the story on Izzy from Dr. Ruan with his epic center there, rehabilitation and surgery. And so at Renovo, we're an equine allograft, and oh, there's one in the back.
That's one of my homebreds. He's a cool horse.
That is awesome. So we wanted to give something to you, just to thank you for all you're doing. So Renovo would like to send you $500 for you to use however you see fit there on the ranch. And, you know, we just want to honor you and congratulate you and thank you and encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. We really appreciate all that you're doing out there for horses.
Oh, thank you so much. And where are you guys from?
We are headquartered in Argyle, Texas, so in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and our offices are in Arizona. That's where our scientists are and our team is. And we have vets all over the country. Dr. Rulan is one of our incredible vets. He loves Renovo. He's using it in a lot of different cases. And so we're thankful that we connected with you because of him.
Yes, Dr. Rulan is great. He's played a huge part in saving Izzy, is what we call it.
Yes. Well,
and she's actually now, we just actually started riding her about 2-3 weeks ago. She had her first ride. And it's just like, it's a miracle, you know, it's a miracle she's still here and that she's made such a turnaround and is now being ridden and going off and being our poster child.
Well, we love happy stories. So thank you so much for that. And we're happy to contribute in a small way to all that you're doing. We wish you the best. We'd love to come out and see your facility sometime.
Awesome. We are an open door and we would love to have you guys and share more of our stories with you.
Excellent. Well, thank you and bless you for all that you're doing. Have an awesome day.
Thanks, you too.
Thanks.
Bye.